Sydney Burdon, a Leeds paedophile, who raped and sexually assaulted 3 young girls over 2 decades, has been incarcerated. Sydney Burdon, 65, of Throstle Hill, Leeds, was accused with 9 counts of sexual offences involving 3 females aged 9 to 16 years. Sydney Burdon was apprehended in January 2021 following the disclosure of sexual abuse by the first survivor to a family member. A second survivor also reported sexual abuse, and both accounts were submitted to the police. A third survivor subsequently emerged during the ongoing investigations to disclose historical sexual abuse perpetrated by Sydney Burdon during her childhood. Sydney Burdon refuted any sexual interaction with the 3 young females, despite the presentation of forensic evidence during an interview. In October 2022, he was charged with 9 offences, including rape, 2 charges of indecent assault, indecent exposure, engaging in sexual communication with a minor, and 4 counts of involving a minor in sexual conduct. In March 2025, he attended Leeds Crown Court and, after a 9-day trial, was unanimously convicted by a jury on all charges. Today, Sydney Burdon appeared before the court for sentencing and received a total term of 12 years, accompanied with an extended licence period of 4 years. He will be mandated to register as a sex offender indefinitely and will receive a 10-year sexual harm prevention order. In the survivors' own words, which were read out in court today, they said, "There are no words to accurately explain to you how this has changed my life. I was only 15 years old, just an innocent child. I was happy-go-lucky. The defendant took all that away from me. I feel that the light within me is now non-existent. The defendant used the power of manipulation to hurt and betray me and caused me to have to grow up before my time. I feel as though I have been robbed of a normal childhood. The defendant should feel ashamed of what he has done, and I am so thankful that speaking up has helped people to see him for the true monster that he is. It scares me how Sydney Burdon has gotten away with it all these years and how smug he was convincing those around him that he had done nothing wrong. When I knew the truth, I knew what he was and I knew what he was doing to young girls. What also scares me is, if he would have continued to get away with this, how many other young girls he would target and how many lives he would have continued to affect later on in life. Sydney Burdon has never shown any remorse for what he has done and doesn't want to admit he has done something wrong. This to me means he doesn't see anything wrong with what he was doing and would have taken it further. Detective Sergeant Emma Thompson, previously of Leeds Child Safeguarding Unit, said, "Sydney Burdon is a predatory male who targeted young children with a pattern of persistent, targeted behavior over a significant period of time. At no point did Sydney Burdon take any responsibility for what he put those children through, and the inability to be accountable for his actions was shown throughout this entire process. All 3 survivors had to endure a lengthy and difficult investigation and subsequent trial as a result. I would like to commend the women in this case for their bravery, determination, and strength in not only coming forward and speaking out but also putting trust in the investigation team to fight for a level of justice to be served. The sentencing today does not give the survivors their childhoods back, but I hope it provides them with a sense of closure, that he will be behind bars for some time."